After the ashes following the chaos in the Los Angeles high-rise, authorities seal off the building. A traumatized survivor, Cassie, is taken into protective custody. The media reports it as a bizarre occult massacre with no explanation. But in the rubble, the Necronomicon vanishes without a trace. Hundreds of miles away, a strange storm brews over a rural town in Oregon. A hiker stumbles upon a cabin untouched by time, Ash Williams' old haunt. Returned to the woods, a group of grad students researching ancient folklore arrives at the old Nobi cabin. Among them is June, a folklore major obsessed with the Book of the Dead myth. They discover the cabin's basement still intact and eerily preserved. Down there, they find a tape recorder and a strange wooden box. Ignoring the warnings, they play the tape. Aklatu, Verada, the forest stirs, and one of them vanishes screaming. The reawakening as night falls, June's friend Marlin begins convulsing violently. He mutates into a Deadite, tearing through the group with horrifying speed. Only June and a cynical skeptic named Felix escape to the cellar. The book is back, its pages now inked with new incantations. Felix tries to burn it, but the book resists, hissing and laughing. They flee the cabin, but the evil follow. Echoes of Evil June has visions of Ellie from Evil Dead Rise, still trapped in torment. Cassie, now in a foster home, begins drawing terrifying images of the cabin. She senses the Deadites are not done with her family. Back in Oregon, June seeks help from an old online forum about the evil dead. One user reaches out, a mysterious figure known as Obumstick44. It's Ash Williams, aged, scarred, and angry. Ash reluctantly agrees to meet June after seeing her photos of the book. He confirms it's one of the 3 Necronomicons, this one the most dangerous. He reveals it can't be destroyed, only abound in blood and soul. June begs him to help stop it. Ash, I'm retired, but I hate unfinished business. He grabs his chainsaw hand and sawn-off shotgun. Ash is back. Dead by dawn again, the evil spreads fast, infecting locals in a nearby town. A Deadite preacher delivers a sermon of madness at a church, turning the congregation. Ash, June, and Felix arrive just in time for a full-blown bloodbath. Ash quips as he takes down possessed farmers and Deadite dogs. But one Deadite grabs him and hisses, "You will never win, Ashy Slashy foe." Ash shoves a grenade in its mouth. "Hot suck soul, sucker," Cassie's calling. Cassie begins hearing voices through her drawings. One of them is Beth. Beth, now seemingly fused to the Necronomicon, warns Cassie of a coming convergence. Cassie escapes her foster home to find the cabin she sees in her dreams. She hitches a ride with a trucker who begins twitching mid-drive. The truck crashes. Cassie survives. The trucker doesn't. Cabin siege Ash and the team return to the Nobi cabin with Cassie in tow. Deadites surround the area, but Cassie seems immune to possession. The book calls to her, recognizing her as of the final page. June discovers that the only way to seal the book is through a blood ritual involving a bloodline. Cassie, the last blood relative of Ellie, is the key. Possession protocol, Felix is possessed, but begs for death while still conscious. Ash hesitates, but June pulls the trigger instead. June begins slipping into madness from the book's influence. She hears whispers, "You can save them all. Just read." Ash warns her that even knowledge is a trap. Too late, she chants a passage and the ground splits open. The root of all evil from beneath the cabin, a massive root-like monster, the prime Deadite, emerges. It's a fusion of all previously slain Deadites, feeding on blood and memory. It begins draining June's memories to reshape the book's final pages. Ash loses his chainsaw arm in the fight, again. Cassie stands face to face with the book, bleeding from her eyes. She sings her mother's lullaby, and the book stops. Beth's lament in a dreamlike sequence. Cassie meets Beth in a white void. Beth is trapped in the Necronomicon's pages, her soul half corrupted. She begs Cassie to let her go and burn my page. Free the world. Cassie weeps, but does it, burning the page etched with Beth's likeness. The void shakes. A scream echoes through reality. Beth is gone, and the book begins to weaken. Ash's gambit. Ash crafts a mechanical arm replacement using parts from an old lawnmower. He rigs the cabin with explosives, setting a final trap for the prime Deadite. Ash tells June to protect Cassie, no matter what happens. "I started this war. I'm damn well ending it." He walks into the cellar, alone where the book now floats in the air. The trap is set. Ash smiles. Blood Baptism Ash faces the prime Deadite in a hellish showdown beneath the camp. Blood rains from the ceiling as demons chant ancient verses. Ash chainsaws through wave after wave, losing pieces of himself in the process. He ignites the explosives and smiles. Hail to the king! The entire cabin is consumed in flame and silence. Only the book remains, charred but closed. A quiet morning, June and Cassie emerge from the forest as dawn breaks. No Deadites, no voices, no signs of Ash. But Cassie keeps the burned book hidden in her backpack. I had to keep it to make sure it stays shut. June looks toward the smoking ruins, haunted by what they've lost. Evil never dies somewhere in a hidden vault. Government agents discuss the LA massacre and the Oregon incident. They review footage recovered from the Nobi cabin. One man says, "We've seen this before. 1982, 2013, 2023. It's spreading faster." They open a case marked AIDS Project Kandarian. Inside, 3 books. One still sealed, one burned, one new. The new threat of tech cult begins emerging online, worshiping the living text. They share audio clips that cause nosebleeds and hallucinations. The Necronomicon has gone digital, infecting through sound. A possessed influencer speaks to her audience in demonic tones. Cassie sees the video, and hears Beth whisper again. The evil has adapted. June's resolve. June begins training others to resist possession through mental discipline. She uses ancient Kandarian scripts recovered from Ash's notes. A resistance begins to form, spread across the dark web. They call themselves the Ashen Guard. Cassie becomes their beacon, but hides a growing power inside her. She may be part Deadite and part savior. A familiar boom and a stinger scene. A heavily scarred Ash awakens in a twisted mirror dimension. His chainsaw is back, so is his smirk. Still not dead, huh? Groovy. He sees infinite Necronomicons floating through the void. One opens and speaks. "Welcome, King of the Damned." Ash reloads. "Let's dance." Kandarian apocalypse. The world begins unraveling as Deadites possess through media and sound. Governments fall. Cities burn. It's no longer a curse, it's a plague. June, Cassie, and the Ashen Guard prepare for the final war. All 3 books are converging, bringing something even worse. The true origin of the Necronomicon is about to be revealed, from blood to silence to global death. Evil dead eternal in the final moments, Cassie picks up Ash's old boomstick. The last line of defense is a child raised by nightmare. The final battle looms not in one place, but across reality itself. Ash's voice echoes, "Save the world, kiddo," or "Blow it to hell trying." The book opens one last time with one blank page. Title card, "Evil Dead, Eternal Coming Soon."